thoughts. One, we are at war. Yep. And it's a more dangerous war than we've ever seen in the history of the planet. Because there's no bows and arrows, there's no shotgun blasts, there's no cannons, there's no nuclear bombs, there's no nothing going on. But it is a war nonetheless. We are in the middle of a Marxist takeover. If you've listened to my other speeches, I'm not going to do it here tonight. We are all the way through all the steps that Stalin and Hitler and the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia used, the final step of which is extermination and other things, and I'm going to leave it at that because I know we have some younger people in the audience, and we cannot let it get any farther than it already has. So I want you every day, when you are brushing your teeth, and before you brush your hair, to look in the mirror and say two things. One, we're at war. We're at war. And two, what the heck am I going to do about it right now? What am I doing about it?
Yes.
What am I going to do about it? Because each and every one of us can fight this war down. And let me tell you something. You start with your county boards and your school boards and your cops. They can make any bad rule they want, but if the cop won't enforce it, it doesn't matter. By the way, thank you to our constitutional sheriffs who have not been arresting us for holding hostage. And who have not arrested people for paddleboarding in the middle of the Pacific 10 miles from the nearest human being. Thank you for that. But what you started was good, but it ain't enough 15 months in. You need to quit standing down in the face of bad orders and start standing up and arresting the people who are making them. That is what needs to start happening here. So turn your sheriffs and your law enforcement officers into constitutional ones. Turn your prosecutors into constitutional ones. Go to your county board meetings, go to your school board meetings, see if they're going to do a digital passport, see if they're going to do a vaccine pod. You pick a bad policy and you find a bad person pushing it, and you go there and you make it very, very well known. You roll back this policy, and if you don't, we'll vote you back so you will never hold office again. And if it's vitally important, like they're vaccinating 12-year-olds enough on campuses, you take this many people, if I can get them here, you can get them here. I'm no different than you. Okay, you take this many people and you go out and you encircle that vaccine pod. You encircle it and you use your First Amendment rights and you run it MLK style. You know how to do this. We have seen this before in history. Freedom will win, but you need to exercise your rights. You need to shout them down. You need to use your First Amendment rights. You need to use all your rights to assemble, to gather, to pray every day, and that is how we start chipping away at this. That is how we start chipping away at this. So this country, in case you haven't forgotten, I'm sure you haven't because it's almost 4th of July, this country was born not in a time of peace. This country was born in a time just like this. This country was born in a revolution against tyranny. That is how we were born. It is in our DNA. And I have no doubt that she would fight another one if she had to. But she won't have to. Because today is the day. This summer is the season. Right now is our moment to start standing up and being the leaders that we have been waiting for. To start standing up and protecting our children who aren't going to have a future if we don't ensure it. And in that manner, we tell every man who went before us, from the Vietnam vets to the World War II guys like my grandfather, who stood on the deck of the USS West Virginia on December 7, 1941, and watched as it sank out from under his feet because it was bombed out from under him by Japanese suicide bombers. And then he swam through while it was on fire. These are the men that ensure that you and I can sleep, you and I can have babies, you and I can come to a house like this and pray.
union, there is such a thing, it's a joke.
I've forbidden me from speaking tonight. I am supposed to be the filling in the Oreo cookie. We have this extraordinary woman